Hello, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of nonverbal communication in public speaking. Did you know that roughly 90% of human communication is nonverbal? Our body language, gestures, and eye contact all heavily influence the way people accept and absorb information. Learning these skills is crucial to performing a more impactful and successful speech. This is why we'll be discussing how to properly convey your nonverbal communication so that when you do speak, your words hit their mark. I've spent years in public speaking using these tactics to give successful speeches. Today we'll be discussing a few tips and tricks on learning how to convey your body language, gestures, and eye contact while giving a speech to send your point home. Gestures can help you emphasize your point. People notice the change in gestures and energy when they're being spoken to, so you're often able to attract their attention to your point more successfully while using gestures. Do what comes naturally to you. Your delivery style will depend on the type of gestures you employ, so experiment with the different styles to improve your personal delivery style. Make sure you avoid certain gestures that make you appear rigid, like keeping your hands behind your back or on the podium as well as gestures that make you seem unreliable, such as your hair that's not properly tied back could distract both you and your audience. So ensure that you practice your speech in whatever you plan to present in so that you're more comfortable when you're giving the performance. Moving your arms in tandem with your words is how we normally communicate with one another. So that's what all of this is about. Learning to talk to any sized audience as if you're having a comfortable conversation. This may sound difficult now, but with time and practice, these tips and tricks will seem very effortless. To improve your credibility as a public speaker, you need to learn how to provide direct eye contact to members of your audience. This doesn't necessarily mean learning your speech verbatim and staring the audience down. This is for those that might read off their note cards, who may fail to gain the attention of their audience because they'll assume you're anxious and listen less to your point. Our eyes express emotion. Eye contact can amplify that emotion as well as your facial expressions. Some tips for improving your eye contact begin with 5 seconds. To improve your credibility and instill a sense of trust in your audience, each individual needs at least 5 seconds of eye contact. Effective eye contact can affect and be felt by one person at a time. So in a large audience, it can be difficult to give each person that attention. Your gaze should naturally drift over the audience and remember to blink. You don't want to give your audience any dead eyes. Finally, we're going to talk about our body language and how who we are depends on what we do with our bodies. If I'm hunched over, not standing straight, or crossing my legs, bouncing back and forth, that body language tells you something about me. It tells you I'm likely anxious, unsure, or maybe insecure as my skills as a public speaker. How we interact with the world through our body language communicates to others how we are feeling. When giving a presentation, you want to feel sure of yourself, confident, hopefully you're even having fun. Standing straight or with an imaginary string tied from the top of your head to the sky gives people the impression that you're confident. Make sure to not put your hands in your pockets. Your hand gestures could very well be what drives your point home for the whole audience. In summation, today we talked about effective gestures, how to properly give attention to a large audience through eye contact, and how to use body language to instill your own sense of confidence in your audience. These public speaking skills will benefit you in virtually all activities and all aspects of life as well. While our words are exceptionally important and impactful, our nonverbal communication is what keeps our attention on our audience and our words. Thank you.